Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with another layout using the July Scraptastic kit. This is the 12th layout using this kit and it took me 58 minutes to complete. The book that I just showed there, it is mixed media paper, so it's not watercolor paper. I'd seen it use that and I looked online and it was like ridiculous the amount that it was. So when we went to drive my son to go on his canoe trip, we stopped at Michael's because he wanted a drawing book, and because we were in that section, I looked and there they had it at that Michael's, and there was 60 sheets, and it's like, I don't know, 16 by 24, something ridiculous. So, and everything I could find online was less than 12. So this was perfect. It's, massive, and it's got 60 sheets. It was around $40, I believe, but I just used a 40% coupon, so I ended up paying like 20 some dollars for it. And I'm going to have enough for a long, long time, which is awesome. So that piece of die cut that you saw at the beginning of the layout, I don't use it on this layout, but what I am doing is I'm using it as an inspiration for the background. So I believe I'm going to pull it back in to kind of, because I want to look at the colors. So basically I just put down my photo, kind of put little marks on either side or on all four sides of where I think the photo's going to be. And then this is where I'm going to watercolor. And I'm using my watercolors that I got a few months ago. And there's no orange in there. So what I did was I just made the red a little bit longer. And then while it's still wet, I'm mixing the yellow with the red, so it's turning orange. So it's red, orange, yellow, and then green. So again, I used that piece of die cut from the summer kits as a inspiration for the background. So again, it wasn't the right blue that I wanted, so I'm mixing dark blue with white so I can get a lighter blue, because it was almost navy and I didn't want navy. And then a nice teal color next to that. And I just love using those watercolors. They're so vibrant, and it's just nice to have the difference in the watercolor. I have the Peerless, I have the Twinkling H2Os, which those kind of have a little shimmer. And then you have these that, they're so vibrant and just the different colors. I just love, using different ones every time that I play with some kind of watercolor. And as soon as I'm done this, I'm going to finish a layout, and then I believe I'm going to play with some gelatos. I want to play with some gelatos today. I'm going to start playing with my my hip kit today. So now, I have that nice bright background, and I used my Canon selfie, and I printed off 8 pictures on one photo, and I love that from the selfie, and it's right on the camera. That's what I love. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal to connect your printer to it, but to me it's just like it's on there. I don't like to fuss with the photos and all this stuff. I just click on, put the pictures on, and boom, I have a cute little picture. And this is of the day that we dropped off my son to go on his canoe trip. And I'm going to end up doing a few layouts here in the next, this is layout 12, and I'm doing, layout 12, and I'm just finishing off layout 25 with the July kit. So ton tons of layouts done and ready to go. So where we had to drop him off, it's about 2 hours from where we live. So we got up early in the morning and went and picked up. There was another kid that from the area that was going, and I said, well, there's no, we said there's no sense of, two sets of families driving the 2 hours. So we're going. I had switched my day before, so it wouldn't be a night. So I had done 3 days, and then I was going to go to work that night. And so anyway, we ended up getting up at 6:30 in the morning, and then we went to pick her up, and we took them to Tim Hortons and bought breakfast, and then we went on our merry way. And we ended up getting there about an hour before. But I'm the type of person that I don't like to cut it close. I like to have lots of time. So then we had time to go to Michael's, and he wanted a drawing book. So we had time to go get that. And then we went and got them. Well, actually, she said she wasn't hungry, but my son was still hungry. I mean, he's a 14-year-old boy, so he can eat all the time. So we stopped at Subway before he went on his merry way and got him Subway before he went. And then we still were at least, a good 40 minutes, half an hour to 40 minutes ahead of time. And then they had said to be there for a certain time, but that was just to make sure that, they had time to pack all their gear and these waterproof bags and all this stuff. So it was bittersweet to see him go, my son is very, very shy and doesn't talk much. So we told him that he had to go on a trip like that, with other teenagers, and he kind of fought us a little bit on it. And then I said, this is not open for discussion. You have to go. You need to not just stay home all summer and be on the computer. You need to do some fun stuff. So anyway, once he realized that it wasn't open for discussion, then he kind of was looking forward to it. And he found 132 kilometers was long. He said it was hard, but he said he never complained. He did the whole thing, and he says some of the other kids, did quite a bit of complaining, but he didn't complain. He's not a complainer. But he was glad that he went. He said, the kids were even saying, "Oh, you're funny," and and he kind of opened up and was really joking around. And he is a funny kid. He keeps me in stitches all the time, but he's just a little bit reserved. So we're trying to get him to, that it doesn't not eventually becomes, a problem, that he doesn't, stays shy like that. So I want him to, push himself a little bit every day and talk to people and stuff. So that's what I'm going to journal about, and I'm going to do it on the back of the layout because it's, kind of personal to him and stuff. So I'm going to maybe do a tag that kind of comes out the top, and I'm going to do maybe on a 4x6 Project Life card, and I'll put some kind of clip there. And so anyway, back to the layout. I went through the stickers, and there was a ton this month in the kit. So I went through the 2 Simple Stories sticker sheets and grabbed some stickers, and the ones that were stickers, what I do is I use my EK6S powder tool, and I take the stickiness away, and then I just kind of dump it on the layout until I'm ready to, kind of figure out what I'm going to do with it. And then the We Are Memory Keepers letters that came in the kit, they're chipboard letters, and they look like leather. Oh, I love them. So I'm kind of running low on them, and so I just spelled out Way Cool Trip, and the C I think was a Q, and I just cut it off and just made it so it looked like a C. And then I sat down with the letters about a month ago, and I just started playing with the letters to see what else I could spell with those, just so that I can, use them up as much as I can. And so now I'm trying to, do layouts that I could use those titles with, if that makes any sense. I mean, I have so many photos that if there's a title that I can do with, the words, I'm sure I can find photos to go with it. So the top cluster is, there was a sun, so it says fun in the sun, and then there was a Brad that came from the Simple Stories Brad package, and it said good day sunshine. There was a die cut that said busy being happy, another die cut that said today. The bottom cluster to the right, there was it was on a Brad, and it had I had used the Brad on another layout, or maybe it's the one I put to the top, and I just covered it up with another Brad that had a little sunshine, and another die cut that said lovely day, summertime, another die cut, and then I cut a sticker in two, and I'm going to use it in a couple of places, and then another die cut that had the little hearts, and I'm going to do a little bit of journaling there, an arrow, summer lovin', another Brad. And then once I put all the Brads through, I flip it over and I put some washi tape. And I do that because when I put it in my album, I don't like that it gets caught up on other layouts. It just makes it really difficult, to put your layouts away. So the only thing left to do is to add some mist. So I went into my stash and I got mist in the same colors as I did the background. So red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then teal. And then as I'm going to splatter it, I'm going to cover my photo, and then I'm going to splatter sort of in a vertical way. So in the first section, I'm going to splatter red, and then orange, and then yellow, and then green, and then blue, and then teal. And I really love how that turned out. And then I took out some of my enamel dots and added some enamel dots of this in their respective color, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and put it on each of the parts of the layout. So this was a really fun layout to do. It was the first time that I used that mixed media paper, and it worked out really well. So I can see that I'm going to be using that again, because it is a little bit cheaper than the watercolor paper. Because the watercolor paper, it was like $20 for only 15 sheets, and this I paid like $25 for like 60. So when I don't plan on using a lot of water or really soaking up the page, I'll be able to use this instead. So that worked out good. So again, I got that paper at Michael's. Now I had looked at my Michael's and I hadn't seen it, and like I said, we went to Fredericton, which is about 2 hours away from here. And it was in their Michael's. So it's possible that I just missed it at my Michael's. Next time I go, I'll go take a look again, so that when I do run out, that I don't have to drive 2 hours to go get some. But I just added that mist all over the layout. If you want to see more close-ups, you can join me on my blog, and I have a link in the description. I also upload the pictures to my Facebook group. The link is also in the description. And here are some close-ups on the video. And that's it. The page is done. So thanks for watching. Bye.